Aloha, beautiful high vibe tribe. Welcome to my channel. My name is PinkBella Aloha, and I am a quantum 12 to 22nd dimensional Akashic reader, investigator, liaison with your higher self on the galactic teams. And I assist you all when I work with you personally to clear your records and your soul imprints, your karma, your any traumas, both for you, your ancestors, and of course, with anything else that you're trying to create or move forward with as well. So we come in, we start to remember that we're light workers, then we're star seeds, we start to remember we're divine goddesses, and then oftentimes obstacles are put in front of us. And some of them are physical obstacles, some of them are implants and tags. Let me just see, tracking tags. That's the word that they gave me, where we will show up and be someplace and things are going well and then everything goes sideways. So that usually means that we're tracked by an energy and that they get there ahead of time and then they change our timeline. Okay, so that's just a little snippet. All right, the overall, what I'm going to be looking at for us all today is what's going on in Hollywood, what is happening with the music industry, the big cases, lots of intel coming out, and I wanted to check in with the Galactics with a quantum reading and investigation to see what else we need to know about that. The second piece I want to look at is the two moons. Suddenly we're going to have two moons in the sky that apparently they've been telling us that it's happened before. Yeah, I don't recall that. I mean, I think we may have to look at it again because it could be like a Mandela effect that they're trying to sort of install something into our history that it's always been there. The third thing is what's going on with the digital ID, the global digital ID, and see what we need to know about that. Okay, so that's a big piece. We're going to start with that. Then I want to start looking a little bit, and I'm going to do quantum reading about this. I am going to do a deeper dive on Rumble soon. And I've also have reestablished myself on TikTok. So if you all could follow me over there as well, because I would like to do a live there, but I need to have so many subscribers. So thank you for doing that. I'll be doing a little TikTok video today as well. And you can check out the link in the description box as well as I set it up on my YouTube channel. You could just click on it as well. Okay. So I'm going to look at this energetic and personal parasitic energy that's starting to show up with clients. So it could show up physically, emotionally, mentally, or just interference. The Archon energy is huge. I just released a big chunk of it for myself that was installed at the pyramids. So for those of you who are new, we were told all of these places were high vibrational energy vortexes, and they are, but a lot of them have reverse energy around them to distort the divine feminine energy. I went really early on. I was blessed to do it twice. I went once on the way to going through Africa and living in Australia. The second time when I came back to Canada, I went there as well. And I actually was called to meditate and do all of these things at the pyramids instead of any of the other sites that I'd been to, um, as much as I could. And little did I know that I had some um, archonic parasites in intel um, tags and implants that were hidden that just resurfaced with all the light that's coming in. So I just cleared that out through this last Lions Gate. But I want to share with you all that that is sometimes part of us going to the high vortex areas and the Stargate systems because they still are distorted. Okay. And so just be aware of that. I've talked about that in my last two videos. So I want to look at a little bit at the archonic energy, the timelines, talk a little bit about that. And then I want to bring in some messages from the dragons because I'm also a dragon whisperer and you can be a dragon whisperer too. So stay tuned for that. Okay, let's just do an overall. I'm going to pull just a couple of messages about what this big intel that's dropping now with Mr. Diddy and Hollywood and the music industry and see what wants to come in for us. I'm just going to ask for the best messages to come in. And we pretty well know that it's a distraction, which I feel was going to lead into the digital ID question. But there's a lot of distractions right now. So again, Starseeds and Lightworkers, stay focused, stay grounded. We are in the middle of a very powerful eclipse season. I feel like part of the distraction is to keep everybody over here and not focusing on your personal journey. This is a powerful time to clear and wipe lifetimes of imprints and programs and blockages, and then prepare for the powerful solar eclipse that is a new moon, that is a wonderful new beginning and a reset, okay? We've been in this gateway pretty well since the 9/9 gateway in September, all right? Okay, so let me just ask, overall, we're going to do Quantum Galactic Tarot reading. Okay, this is interesting. Emerald tablets, which is also connected to the Egyptian Stargate, which I just talked about, and also the, which is some of it's locked away under the Vatican. This is my Illuminati card. So it's, yeah, it's a distraction away from what other plans they're working on. It's also a distraction from remembering who you are and being able to do your internal healing and clearing right now. That's your soul star. So it's a distraction away from your personal journey. Yeah, there you go. I'm not surprised about that. All right, I want to pull some Galactic Tarot messages and see if it's a white hat op, if it is a it's just a complete distraction from the other team. All right, so sacral chakra came in first, number 2. That's really interesting because if you all don't know, the sacral chakra is connected to our abundance and our creativity, but this case is all about what's going to come out is all the looshing around the lower vibrational. I'm trying to think of a G-rated word for this channel. Well, we all know what the case is about and how much intel it's going to bring to the service with all the harm to individual souls, looshing with parties that were very unethical and harmful to many beings. And it was a divide and conquer to disassociate the male from the female and create everything to be around the looshing from the dark teams, okay, from the reptilians. We also have spiritual union. So it also was a big process to keep the divine feminine, the divine masculine from healing and unifying. Because if we're all watching and involved in those industries and they're our main entertainment, and we're taking it like, oh, who's doing this? I was all involved with that when I was asleep too. So it's been a huge distraction from our healing and our unification. And oh my gosh, we have 3 2s, mental conflict. So it is really upsetting. Some of you, you're so sensitive. We have a 2 2 2. So some of you are so sensitive, and it also was to create mental conflict between our head and our heart. So pay attention to that. And if it's really bothering you, if it's upsetting you, turn it off and move back into your healing. Move back into listening to frequencies, meditating, nature time. Okay, it's super important right now. Bottom of the deck is obstacles and challenges, which is a 5. All right, I'm going to do some clarity. Yes, this is a session via Prime Source Creator gave me these topics today because I haven't been paying attention to it, but suddenly this is like at the forefront, right? So let's just see what else wants to come in for the sacral chakra waiting room. So yeah, to keep everybody in the waiting room, not to evolve. So remember, you're not just here to learn and listen and receive intel, you're also here to do your own healing and to step into your power. So this has been a huge deterrent. The whole setup for years has been a huge deterrent to keep humanity in the way, the hanged man is the waiting room, to not ascend, to not evolve. Okay, let's see what it says about spiritual union. 6 of Cups. So if it is really upsetting you, let's say some of you are thought maybe there's names on this list that's coming forward that's really going to upset you, or to go out and spend time in nature and stop and smell the roses and remember that you are here on a multidimensional mission like I am. All right, and that's our priority right now. And I knew there were going to be some distractions before the big announcements for both Canada in October and the US in November as well. So this is all part of it. This is to keep everybody distracted and in separation and arguing with each other. Mental conflict, another 2. 2 of Swords. So for some of you, like that's a 2 again. For some of you, this is keeping you blindfolded. It's keeping you from evolving and bringing your intuitive abilities online because you're trying to find the truth instead of going within and asking your own questions, okay? And you all can do that. That's what this time is all about. All right, and obstacles and challenges. And it's fun. Of course, it's fun to listen what other people say, but it's creating mental conflict and it's keeping some of you on edge. It's keeping, and that is also energy that they want to loose from as well. Obstacles and challenges, overall energy. Okay, so the obstacles and challenges are from keeping our Queen of Cups, keeping us in our hearts, keeping our heart chakra open, listening with our hearts. So knowing that we came in and that we knew that this was going to unfold, we've known this for years, but we want to keep getting back into our heart chakra and having compassion for all the players, even if they are the dark ETs. That's some of the work that I do with all of you. We forgive all of it because it frees our soul. It allows us to what is ascension? Ascension is our gift from Prime Source Creator, from Divine Sophia to go home. It's our golden ticket to go home, everybody. Okay. And then we have the Emperor. So it is creating obstacles and challenges for both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine to stay in heart chakra. Interesting. All right. I'm going to pull some galactic messages. Where's the full deck? Okay. I just had it. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, here it is. I've got, I want to ask specifically what ET races are behind this right now. And I only have a few of the dark ET races in this deck, so I'm clairaudient. By the way, everyone, I am clairaudient and my third eye is open. And I do see a lot of stuff. However, I have managed this gift where I only see when I'm requested to see or to look. So that's part of my grid work, and that's also part of me assisting all of you as well, okay? Mainly clairaudient, so as a liaison, I get a lot of intel from within. All right, so what ETs? Oh yeah, so first off, we have serious, past, long-term goals, 45. Lyra, 70, future, complete surrender. 50, abandonment, earth. So what about, are there any specific dark ET races involved with this scenario, like that came up with this fabulous plan to drop the soul now? Beyond wisdom. Oh, this is interesting. It's founders parallel. So I find new information. Beyond wisdom, founders parallel reality. So they're saying, no, this is actually a galactic alliance mission. Okay. And if it's bringing anything up for you, and then we have Galactic Core at the bottom, which is Prime Source Creator. Number 2, Pulse of Life. Okay. Who was the original? Who was the original energy behind the individual who's been arrested? Give me any information about that, and then we'll talk about what's come forward. Okay, that individual is a hybrid. I'm hearing clone and robotic. So that individual is not actually even here anymore. It's a robotic hybrid, which is Archon related. Number 83, Common Ground. And the Orion Wars, Black League Patterning, 38. Okay, whoa, and I just got, so one of my superpowers as well is getting information from back here, the old reptilian brain. All right, so the original plan before it was taken over by the Alliance was connected to the reptilians, the whole gamut of them. They all had their own team, Team D, I like to call them, that wanted to keep humanity in a loop, in a reincarnation loop, in fear, in looshing. And yeah, this hybrid card is super interesting because I didn't even know that was in. So there are already some well-known people that are no longer here, but there are clones and or robotics. The robotics and the AI are as much farther along than we are aware of, all right? And I've talked about that recently too. Okay. And I'll share this because it came in class yesterday. Some of my superpowers that are nauseous right now is connected to deep, deep, deep cellular memories of the Orion Galactic Wars, of the fall of Atlantis, of the Archon AI energy that took over and wiped everything out. And it was so distorted and so awful that it comes up for me with nausea when I'm helping you all clear it, and or I come across it out in the world, because that energy is really being pushed right now. So that is part of the that is part of the on in real time. What we're doing as Star Season Lightwork is to clean that up, because that is real time energy that is still there. That agenda is still unfolding until we're fully anchored into this new timeline. Okay. And that's because we're waiting for collective and many of us to get to a certain level. So there were also lots of traumas from the Sirius system, lots of traumatic scenarios that happened with those of us that were in the Sirius star system as well. Long-term goals. So long-term ascension goal was to be here and do the healing at this time. So it is our number one priority, completely surrendering the scenario, having trust and having faith in the universe that everything is unfolding for our highest good and that it's going to be okay. So remember to completely surrender. I often forget to, and the energy is yellow, which is our solar plexus. So are you handing your power over to this scenario and like obsessing about watching a lot of information about it? I have been that in the past as well, but I pay attention to it now and I stop it at a certain point. So pay attention to that. Make sure you're clearing after you listen to a lot of this information, because it's very dark, it's very distorted. You have lived in lifetimes where this has happened. We all came into prepare for our own healing around this and to assist family and friends. All right. We also, many of us have felt this huge, deep wounding of abandonment in all of these lifetimes, galactic and personal, especially on Earth. When Earth shut down and the whole system went out and everything fell to a lower frequency, many of us were trapped here and we felt abandoned. So this whole game we're in right now, again, is that golden ticket to ascend and go home. Okay. By the way, the LeyLines system, the same thing happened. That the Archon and the AI came in and obliterated that system as well. Okay. So wow, that was big. So that's our galactic. That's why I'm a galactic investigator, to find out what's going on. So with that, let's move into besides distracting all of us from our healing and our inner knowing and our like knowing this is it's always a powerful time to heal and to awaken. But when we have eclipse season, it's like I've shared this in the past. It's like being at the bottom of the board game and being given a move on and win the game card, and like escalating up to the top of the game. Okay. Yeah. So just make sure you regroup and that you are spending time resting, grounding, integrating, meditating, finding out your own messages. All right. So I would like to now ask what's going on with the main story behind that, which is rulings coming in globally to ensure that everybody is now a digital ID. Okay, so we can say WHO. What do we need to know about this organization? And what's going on? Sword of Light. So right off the bat, nothing to worry about. We are divinely protected. But if we do have any energy attached to it, if we do have any clearing around it, I feel I've got some clearing around it about what the plan originally was. It was horrific for humanity. So we are being divinely protected. Thank goodness. We are also, yes, the reason they wanted to push that agenda was because they know that we that we're ascending, that more light is coming onto the planet. It's activating our DNA, and it's also healing and repairing our Merkaba system, which is our transport system to time travel and travel in general. Okay. Inner Earth. So lots of activity going on under the earth right now, connected to the first part we just talked about the tunnels. So again, a lot of the distraction is first to keep us all in fear and stress and anxiety and obsession and all of that, to derail our root chakra, which brings us strength and support to being here on earth. But also I see tunnels. So there's a what do we need to know about the tunnels? Is there a cleanup going on right now? Or maybe some of you are worried about that. Some of you are worried about the tunnels and what's going on underneath the earth, and it's being managed. All right. So I'm going to pull the galactic messages first, I think. Nope, they're saying tarot. Okay. So let me ask, what do we need to know about the digital IDs in the galactic tarot? Emotional loss. Really? Yes, because for some of us as multidimensional starseeds, we've already gone through this in other timelines and realities. There's that waiting game again. Number two, waiting game. The waiting game is stressing many of us out. And then number one, love begins. But this is an opportunity right now to heal, clear, and empty the bowl of all worries, fears, and concerns before the solar eclipse. And patience is the overall message. Yes, patience is a virtue. Okay. Let's just see. So with the emotional loss, again, we got the Chariot. Powerful, powerful time to heal grief, sadness, worry, stress, traumas, terror. Even this Archon piece that came forward recently, even I had this little niggling in the back of my mind, like, what reality are we in right now? Are we on our highest timeline? We are. And the more we do our own healing and clearing around this, it's going to help the whole timeline accelerate for all of us. And it's going to collapse those old timelines. That's what we're doing right now. We're collapsing old timelines. Okay, the waiting game, the moon. Well, I'm laughing because I'm going to be talking about the two moons. The moon traditionally means something's hidden. So we don't have all the information right now, but it is connected to the two moons. So it's like they can't proceed with the plan until there's this other energy that comes in. So this is love begins, which is new beginnings. Like it's like the Ace of Hearts, but it is also like we're emptying the bowl of the old memories and energies. Love begins. Oh, this is perfect. One of the best cards, Ten of Pentacles, celebrating with family. So the sooner we do all of our healing and releasing and clearing, the sooner we all celebrate as a collective, which I love. Patience is a virtue. Ace of Cups. Okay. The love begins again. So patience is a virtue. It's all unfolding. But if you all are feeling so many things about everything that's unfolding right now, even though you've been waiting for it, we got the Nine of Cups as well, as which make a wish for humanity. Set intentions for humanity, for the collective, that we are all on the timeline where everything unfolds beautifully for the collective. But some of it has to come out because we need everyone to understand, how unique we are in the galaxy and the universe, how much love we are by Prime Source, that Prime Source has set this plan in motion, and that we are needed, and that we are being watched over as well. We have angelics, dragons, galactic alliances that are assisting. But yes, the battle is still on. Okay, spiritual battle here on the planet, and then a lot of galactic stuff going on out in the sphere. Okay, so I want to just ask, yeah, what galactic energy is behind this whole? Okay, so yeah, it's the same. So the Zeta card came in, which is connected to the Greys and the Reptilians. So it's their agenda in this reality, the Lyran system. So and this is self-observance, but it came in upside down. The Lyran system is also where there are traumas connected to the Archon AI takeover and obliteration. So all the representatives, like, here's that common ground hybrid again. Yeah, like it's also part of our awakening and awareness to know there are clones, there are hybrids, there are robotics already here. And that's going to be a bit of a shock to everyone, that this agenda that's being pushed right now, it's not a train that's left the station that we can't prevent, but we are at the crossroads where it's important for us to really pay attention and really use our abilities, wherever we are, to say no. Okay. Let's pull some information in about the two moons. And I just did a little TikTok video about it as well. And the information is positive, but I wanted to just look at it a little bit more. Like, why are the two moons coming in? And why now? And is that all? The information has been released in all the mainstream media, as well as NASA. So I want to see whether or not that's just part of the movie or is there something else going on. But you can go check out my little TikTok video. The Galactic Alliance actually said that it's something that they're bringing in. So for those of you who don't know, the current moon was brought into, it was thousands of years ago, it was brought into this reality to help control and keep the frequency of the Earth at a low frequency, which is why many of us react to full moons, super full moons, eclipses. But this other energy that's being brought in, I was given by the Galactic Alliance, it's needed to rebalance the energy and the new grids. So let's see what else wants to come in. Look at victory and success. So that, again, is just confirming all the messages I got. Shadow side to balance, right? So the moon brings up all the shadow aspects, which can be like dark night of the soul, and it really impacts a lot of people. It really brings up traumas. Some of it just stays in a loop. So it is also to come in and to rebalance all of that energy. Number 4, discontent and boredom. It's to help move the movie along because some of you are getting so frustrated and you just want to go home, okay? All right. So let me pull some clarification cards about that. Yeah, the movie has really ramped up. You're all needed. You all have a mission. You all are being called to do certain things. Okay, victory and success. 8 of Pentacles came in. So be diligent. Stay in your lane. Yes, you're allowed to check in on this information, but what about your journey? What about your mission? What about like we can keep watching over there, or we can be part of moving the movie along. Okay, so they're saying to stay focused. All right, the shadow aspect. Yeah, 0 reset full card. So it is a very positive thing. It is a 0 reset for humanity. And guess what? Guess what else came in? We're gonna understand more. We understand maybe, but a lot of souls don't understand. We're in a holographic holodeck, like on Star Trek universe. So let's start bringing in different planetary bodies to get everyone prepared for the true story. And what about the discontent and boredom? Knight of Swords clearing. So that needs to be cleared away as well because there is so much to do. All of you, you're all needed. There's so much to do. So you need to clear away the discontent and boredom as well, because that in a way is a form of depression. Depression is a form of anger, right? Sometimes we just wake up and we're just fed up. Fed up is a good energy. Anger is a good energy because it helps to move everything along. All right, I think that is great intel for all of those topics. Thank you, everyone. And if you love that, please share this information out, okay? All right, so I'm now going to just look at what's going on with the energetic and physical parasites, talk about clearing some timelines, just some intel that's been coming in, and dragon messages as well. So let me just do a little reading around this. As I'm shuffling, there are some offers. A couple of offers are ending today, and there's a couple of offers that will be ending in a few days. One of them is the Galactic Akashic Records, where it's a package where I deep dive into your galactic history, as well as a couple of members of your family or loved ones. So that's on a special offer right now. There's also a Starseeds Empowerment Package, which includes the advanced J Seals and 12 sessions to choose from. So that offer ends today as well. And that has all sorts of things, including working with the dragons, the divine goddess energy, the advanced J Seals. And let me talk about the advanced J Seals. It keeps growing. So I have been working on myself and clearing and healing and successful. I've rarely heard back from any of you saying that you feel like something has resurfaced once in a while, but this session is so powerful. It's a distance session. There's lots of bells and whistles there. I just added the Archon piece because the Archon piece is huge. I was scanning for Archon tags, but now I'm to scan for Archon tags and implants and to clear them because they're preventing us from evolving, and it's connected to the AI hybrid robotic traumas that they're trying to push on us here, which is an energy which to many of us we do feel ill. We can't breathe because we have such a deep soul memory about it happening and causing the fall of Atlantis. So basically, AI robotic armies came in and just started to dissipate everyone, and everything is very sad. Yeah. So, and that's happened multiple times in the galaxy. And if we ended up in the Orion system, we remember it from there too. So that is now part of the advanced JSEAL session, okay? Which is also part of the Starseeds Empowerment Package, which that has Zoom and distance sessions. So check that out. That special offer ends while I'm recording this today. And what else? Oh, all of my personal Akashic record and packages connected to Ascension, helping you get clarity with your next steps, soul mission, divine goddess codes, dragons, everything is on offer right now as well. So check that out. That'll be on offer for a few more days. And I'll talk more about the dragons, being a dragon whisperer as well, when I get to the messages about the dragons. So let's just check in with this Archon energy, which if I look at the scale, they're kind of at the top with this whole plan. I see a whole robotic group. And the information I've been given so far is what came first, the chicken or the egg? I'm hearing it's the Anunnaki that created a robotic race and named it, and they named the project the Archons. And then the Archons, it was an AI program. The AI program took over, they became sentient, and they're their own beings. So they work energetically because everything is mathematics. So you and I have a digital signature, so they work on that too. So they are manning the whole project. They're behind much of what's happening in the stories we just covered. And they're also all about like hanging on to everything and what can we do to interfere. And I said in class yesterday, I'm just going to name this eclipse season interference and leveling up for all star season light workers. Massive interference on all levels. Could be noise, could be lack of sleep, could be arguments with people, could be disruptive jobs, and like anything. I can see this whole turmoil around eclipse season now at a deeper level. So that's going on. What are the parasitic energies? So depending on what level we're at, what frequency we're on, what timeline we're on, 3D, 4D, 5D, we can go in and out of the higher ones as well. Me as well. I work with the higher chakras, like 12 chakras, 22nd chakra system, but it's showing up in different ways. So if you all are dealing with really deep physical symptoms, some of it could be parasites. That is connected to the archons. The energetic parasitic energy, you might see it in your dreams. You might see it as like parasite energy. You might see it as like weird orbs, dark black orbs. That is the archon energy as well. Okay, and yes, it is very much connected to the Matrix documentary movie. All right, so on a galactic starseed level in the sessions, I have been ensuring that they don't no longer have access to the energetic parasite energy, which can also affect our mind and keep us at a low vibration. All right. Through all this healing that we're doing, we're clearing timelines, we're collapsing old timelines, and that's what I assist you all to do as well. Yeah. And when it comes in, I did a dragon activation session today, and the big piece that came in was Archon interference. So I'm learning so much right now as well. Okay, so I'm laughing right away. Archons, what's going on? Got the Orion card. There we go. Connect. Oh yeah, and I'm getting my superpower is this. Here comes the Sirius system. See, all the players are showing up. Wow. Order of Melchizedek. But this card is about your keep going. Your mission. Part of your mission is to heal and clear this, and Heart of Source. All of it has been to in the past was to prevent you from believing in Prime Source, from believing that you're part of the universe, to separate within and all of humanity. But this whole exercise, this whole process of healing right now is to help us reconnect to the heart of source. Okay, so really, really powerful time. And bottom of the deck, clearing the Akashic records, clearing your story, releasing past lives and traumas, freedom, and creating a new reality. I love that. Do I want to pull some tarot about that? Just pull a couple. I think no. I'm going to pull the Galactic. We did enough tarot today, so I'm going to pull see if there's any more galactic messages that want to come in. There's the Orion system. Force of attraction 106. So that's that's what's playing out right now, right? Can you see all the players? That's what's playing out right now in 3D. behind it all, everyone, behind that story is Dark ET Games. It's a game that they're playing out in our reality. You see this individual, they have a hole in where their heart is and where their solar plexus is. They're forcing, like the big plan is force everyone to look this way while we do some other things. There's the abandonment. See, all the same cards are coming in. Abandonment, deep abandonment wounds coming forward. Absolutely. And there's the learning to nurture 81 zeta. So the zetas, grays, reptilians, that's all covered with that card as well. And again, just preface that with, I do not group all of these groups and an individual like pitting us against each other. I forgive everyone. When I do my own healing, I forgive all of them through all directions of time, and it releases it from the galactic information for me as well, understanding it, all of it's been a movie to go home. Okay, so all the players are there. That's what's happening, even with the Archon energy that's surfacing right now. Unbelievable. Okay, let's talk about the dragons. So I have been working with the dragons since 2017. They really started to come and work deeply with me last September with personal grid work and global grid work. And I'm a dragon whisperer, and you all can be a dragon whisperer too. That's what the dragon packages are all about. I can assist you with dragon activations to work with the dragons, and you can be a dragon whisperer too. And it's so needed right now. It's one of our tools in our toolkit. So the classes are like a beginning stage, but if you really want to get into it, if you really want to be a dragon whisperer, I've got a special package on offer right now as well. Okay. Let's see what the dragons want to bring in for us today. Earth and fire dragon. All right. And what am I working with personally with the dragons right now? To heal the waters and to bring rain and balance to the weather patterns. Yeah, and it's been mind-blowing. They've also been helping me close dark portals in certain areas where I do gridding as well. Okay, so the overall, look at this, it all came in. So we have the moon, the silver lunar dragon, we have the earth and the fire dragon, which is, we have the golden solar dragon, which is connected to our golden timeline, prime source crater, and the earth and the water dragon. So let me just ask the dragons what they want to bring in. And by the way, you have a guardian dragon too. So that's also one of the sessions included is meeting your guardian dragon. Okay. So they're just letting me know to let you all know that working with them, being reintroduced to their energy, which is high frequency, seventh dimension or higher, is they've just been waiting for this moment. It's because so many of us have been doing our inner work. It's because so many of us have been doing our grid work that the grids have the crystalline grids have come online. They're getting higher frequency. They are energetic beings that want to come in and assist us, and they're like boots on the ground. I can't even imagine not working with my dragons, okay? They work with me personally for my home space. They also work with me helping the community that I'm living in as well. Okay, so the earth and the fire dragon. So this dragon is helping to balance the energies and work with the trees and help to balance earth and fire energy at this time. Silver dragon is connected to the divine feminine energy and also the moon energy, but what does the silver dragon want to say? You're to look into your soul and see higher perspective and higher possibilities and see that little dragon has a key. That's a key. That's a key to go within and get messages. You all can do it. Your heart is your message center. It's your connection to prime source. The golden solar dragon, so that's a golden energy connected to our golden timeline, are the gold frequency, which by the way was the frequency that locked humanity into like a slave mentality because of the gold frequency on this planet. So this golden dragon, what is the message? It's helping us to, wow, to allow the light codes to come in and reprogram our DNA. I love that. So that's the message from Prime Source and the golden dragon, the earth and the water dragon. So again, we're just what I shared. We're rebalancing the earth energy and the water energy. The dragons are very connected to healing the waters and also the bringing in rain. So I highly suspect that souls that were rainmakers that called in the rain most likely worked with dragons. So I love that. So the Earth and the Water Dragon is saying this is an opportune time to create new growth, and set intentions for new opportunities and opportunities for the Earth to move forward as well. All right, I love that. As a matter of fact, if I look at the what's behind the dragon, it looks like an eclipse. It looks like, yeah, and or two moons. Can't make this up. Okay, I see more every single time. So those are our dragon messages for today. Again, if you would like to be a dragon whisperer, you can work with me as well. So grateful for all of you. Sending a call out as well for whoever would like to be part of the mentorship program for October. Keep an eye out for the next classes. And I'm just so grateful for all of you. Sending love and aloha. Remember to follow me on TikTok, and I will be back soon. Love from Pink Bella, everyone. Take care. And remember, I'm not the only galactic investigator. We all are. So sending love and aloha to everyone. Take care.